Hello, my music-loving friends. We are going to be adding to the inside of your book today. So let's open that up. And we are going to be adding something over here. Now, what we're going to be doing on this side is making a bunch of different little sections, many of which will be miniature books of their own, and we're going to make that first miniature book today. So you take this piece of paper, which is prepared ahead of time, holding it like this so it's long this way. We're going to make two folds. The first one is going to be permanent, so we're going to make that one a very hard crease and we're never going to undo it. Let's do that one first. So going this way, we're going to make a little book out of this piece of paper. So I make my corners line up very nicely, pinch, press it down, hold it tight against the table, and then make that fold. You can use a pen or a pencil or your fingernail to make that crease really solid. Okay, so now I have my little booklet, but I also want a line going down the middle because that's going to help me organize my book very neatly. So it's like this, and holding it like that, we're going to go top to bottom, fold, line up your corners, pinch it so those corners stay, press it down, and then make that fold. Again, I'm going to use my pen to make that fold really neat and tight, but that fold we're going to open up. Remember, we press against that, and then what do we end up with? A booklet that has a line going down the middle to help us organize it. This booklet is going to go over here. You see how I left a little color on the edge and a little color on the edge? And that book is going to open like this. So make sure you have it the way you want it. And then on the back, we're going to glue that. And as always, I'm going to do side by side glue stick and liquid glue. Okay, this little booklet is going to be a collection of symbols. The word symbol means a little picture that takes the place of a word. So right now we're just putting the title on the front of this. The word is spelled like this: S-Y-M-B-O-L-S. Symbols. So now you spell it on yours. S-Y-M-B-O-L-S. Symbols. Little pictures that take the place of a word. Now this little booklet is something we're going to add to over time, but for today we're just going to add two symbols. So I'm opening up my booklet, and now we made that fold. So if you look carefully right here and right here, there's a line going across to help you organize. So you have the middle where the booklet folds over, and then you have a line going across here. And here's how we're going to use that to stay organized. We're going to use one symbol up here and one symbol down here. The symbols for today, you don't have these. I'm the only one who needs these. These are kind of bigger versions of the symbols that we're going to be learning today. We have the symbol for down bow and the symbol for up bow. All right. What are those symbols all about? Well, again, here's my little miniature bow. And if you look at the frog, I'm holding it a different way than I was holding it before. But if you look at the frog kind of upside down, you'll notice that this is a picture of the frog. And when you see this symbol in your music, it means to go down bow. Generally, you'll be on your violin string and go this way, down. All right, So we're going to copy that into our symbols and then we're going to label it. Now I'm going to make that black, but now I'm ready to choose some color. So to draw this symbol, we're going to put it right in this top section here. And it has a line on the side and a line on the side and a line across the top. So it looks like this. Now, usually if it's a printed piece of music, that top part is thicker. So I'm going to make mine a little bit thicker, and it doesn't have to be super neat, but I do want it to look a little bit more like the model I just showed you. Okay, as I just told you, that symbol means down bow. So we're going to label it. I think I'm going to use green. I have this pen that has lots of colors so that I can choose which one I want. You can choose whatever color makes you happy. Here's how we spell down and bow. Down is spelled D-O, oh, my pen did something funny. D-O-W-N. I'm going to leave that as an example of how we don't need to obsess over perfection when we're making our crafts. Down and then bow, B-O-W. Okay, next symbol is the up bow. And this, again, I'm holding my bow kind of upside down. It's meant to look like the point of the bow. And so when we see that, we're supposed to go up. So generally, your bow will be on the string near the point. You go whoosh, up with the bow when you see that. So that symbol is very easy to draw. It's just a big V, and we're putting it in this section down here. So put a V, and then I'm gonna use my color again, but I'm choosing a different color. I'm starting to mix it up here. I think purple is the way to go. And here we're gonna write up, bow. Remember that we made a fold line, so whether or not you can see it in the video on your own, I'm sure you can still see there's a very faint line where you folded it before. And we want to put some things up here and some things down here. We're also going to need to have room to do 1, 2, 3 things across. So make sure you do your spacing just like mine. Here is the secret to drawing a beautiful rest. You're going to pretend like you're drawing a sideways Z and then a C. Watch me do it and then you try it. So a little crooked Z, I said sideways, but you see what I mean. It looks like a Z or like a lightning bolt. And then I'm going to put a little C attached to it. And now I have a pretty decent looking rest. Why don't you try it? Make a little sideways Z, and then a C. And as always, you can pause the video if you need more time for that. That is called a rest. So let's go ahead and label it. Rest is spelled R-E-S-T. Rest. And again, that means that you're totally silent. For now, you're done with your book. So you close your symbols booklet. And now that that's there, it's actually easier to close your entire book by going this way. Ta-da! And of course, make sure you put it in your music binder or with your music binder so that you have it in your lessons. See you next time.